What's going on, guys? It's Benjamin here yet again, and we are in a Challenger. Now, we're doing this video a little different, but for two reasons. Number one, the wind is blowing at least 20 to 30 miles per hour, and plus it is freezing outside, so I don't want the video to be ruined by the wind, so we're just going to do it all inside here. So this is a 2017 Dodge Challenger SXT. First off, huge shout out to Wyatt Johnson for letting me take this out. Specifically, Volkswagen, Wyatt Johnson Volkswagen. Turn the car on here. So, yes, this is a V6, and you can go ahead and say what you want about it, whatever, but just reviewing it because I'm kind of interested to see how the V6 does. So yeah, so on the outside of the Challenger, you got those great retro looks. You have I really love the front end with the headlights, halo rings that are always illuminated, your daytime running lights. It just looks so mean in the front of the Challenger. And then you have these awesome body lines, these kind of retro mirrors and everything like that. Car just looks fantastic in my opinion. I love the design. I love the rear too, those tail lights. The whole exterior of the Challenger, no matter which one you get, looks so good. Next thing, this is riding on the base wheels. I think they're 17s. The previous owner blacked them out, but you know, they look okay. I'm not too sure about tire size and all that, but it is smaller than your typical tire size on these cars. And yeah, other things to note: trunk space, ginormous. This is obviously one of the more practical muscle cars out there right now for sale. Yeah, trunk is huge, plenty of room back there, and plus these seats fold down. Speaking of seats though, it is bearable back there, but as you can see, if I had to sit behind myself, it would not be too nice. So back seats, even though this is the roomiest back seat of, you know, out of the Camaro and the Mustang, it's not at the same time. Now the interior, this is a base model, so it's really simple. You still have automatic windows, nice leather over here. Your door handle is all the way down there. Your headlight controls, everything, wiper controls, those awesome gauges, absolutely love those. Here's your buttons to control things in your menu, so you can do your 0 to 60 timers, whatever, see vehicle info and all that good stuff up in there. Fuel economy and all that jazz. Cruise control. Now, one thing that kind of surprised me, there's no paddle shifters. Kind of interesting. All you get is the things to turn your volume up and down on both sides. So that's a little interesting there. Tiny screen there, but it still does all the main things you need. For example, automatic climate control. You can get a compass, your climate controls, right? Your radio, you can have your Bluetooth phone and everything. Not the most impressive screen, but still does everything you need it to. Down here we do have a sport button and traction control off, radio volume knobs, and your temperature controls and all that. One thing I love about the Challenger, they don't, you know, they put all your main buttons down here. Like if I want to, you know, turn down the volume really quick, I can do that. If I wanted to tune my radio real quick, I can do that. Put the car in sport mode, traction. If I wanted to adjust my, you know, air real fast, I could do that too. Here is your shifter. This is the 8-speed automatic transmission. The only transmission you can actually get in the V6 Challengers. Here's the key right here. Typical Dodge key. No remote start on this car. Center console, very nice. You do have a Dodge Brothers little thing there. And another thing, I don't know if you can see it right here. There's a little Challenger. I'll overlay a picture of that so you can see that. Nice, cool little touch there. There might be one on the back glass too, but I'm not too sure. Overall, very nice interior. Let's see how this V6 does. First thing you notice in the Challenger is you can't see too good out the back. Well, not the back. The back glass is totally fine. I can clearly see it in my rear view. But there are some massive blind spots in the C-pillars behind me. So I would probably, if I could, get this car, you know, you just want to be extra careful. But when you have your mirrors adjusted properly, it's really not a big deal at all. Now, another thing you notice is this thing's rough, especially when you hit bumps. These speed bumps are huge, just absolutely huge speed bumps. And I just hit a little tiny pothole there, and it's rough. I mean, you feel everything in this car. Now, as far as the V6 goes, I haven't really tried it out. I gave it just a teeny tiny bit on the way over here. But, yeah, so we're gonna try that here in a second, and we are in sport mode. Oh, man, those are rough. It wasn't that rough in the other cars. Now we are in sport mode, so as you can see, it's kind of holding that gear up there for me. As you can see, super aggressive holding that gear. Oh my goodness, this thing is rough. Holy cow, I don't know what it is. Is it these wheels? I mean, oh God, that is brutal. We didn't have this problem a minute ago in the other cars. Oh my goodness, I'm not even hitting the big holes. This thing is brutal. Absolutely brutal. We have a fellow purple Charger right there. Ain't that cool? Goodness, why is this car so rough? Okay. Windows are not hard to see out of. I heard some people complaining about that. One thing that does take some getting used to in this car is how wide it is. But it's not too difficult, really, to keep in your lane. The car's really not too hard to keep in your lane at all. So, and it just looked like I almost just went out in traffic there because the car's so wide. It's crazy. I love the front end of this car. It's so aggressive. Give it just a little bit right here. Not much. Okay. Would I ever buy a V6? No, but if I was given one, I wouldn't be upset. You know, when you buy a car like this, I will obviously want to go for, you know, a V8, you know, like a Hellcat or something crazy, right? But the V6 is not bad. It's really not bad. And you just have all those people out there that say, oh, I don't want this because it's a V6 muscle car. But man, when that thing kicks down a couple gears, it goes. And, you know, this car is plenty of powerful. I mean, this is one of the more powerful V6s in the big three. I think this is 305. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, it's a decent amount of power and you feel it, and it feels good. And she's still going strong here at almost 20,000 miles, so pretty nice. This is the first Challenger I've driven too, so you know, don't, you know, but it's a pleasant experience to drive, not gonna lie to you. I really like this car. Like I said, I would probably never own a V6 because if I'm buying a Challenger, I want at least, you know, an RT. Scat Pack is what I really want, but that's okay. So yeah, guys, overall, V6 is pretty good. It's, you know, it's fast enough, it's decent. But mostly people that buy a V6 are just buying this car for the looks, in my opinion. Now don't get me wrong, you can slap a supercharger on this thing, a RIP supercharger or something, and make this thing really fast and probably kill, you know, a few V8s out there, like at least an RT. And there's another Challenger up there. Speaking of RT Challengers, wow. But yeah, so this is a really nice car. I wish it wasn't so freaking rough. I don't know if it's just these tires or what. Look at that reflection. I love that so much. So yeah, if you know, this is a decent car. These are cheap too. This car is probably low 20s. and you can get a good looking, fast enough car. So as always, guys, huge shout out to Wyatt Johnson. They're the best. They allow us to drive all these cool cars. I'm about to drive a really cool car here, or truck here in a second. It's gonna be incredible. So we're gonna turn down here. Maybe I can give this car a little bit. I think this car would break the tires, really, if you want it to, but I'm not gonna do that because this isn't my car. But I would love to be interested in seeing somebody race one of these or something. These things aren't bad. I mean, if I owned a V6 Challenger, I wouldn't be sad. I really wouldn't. But the bumps would make me go crazy. Of course, we don't have any room to play here. Oh, yes, we do. Hold on. Oh, come on. Dang it. That just killed the mood so bad. Did you see that? God dang. I guess we'll never find out how fast the Challenger really is. But anyway, guys, thank you always for watching, rating, commenting, and subscribing. Let us know what you want to see in the comments below. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video.